Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content,
You
please
know
hit
what's
that
wild?
subscribe
A
button
Major League
right now.
Baseball decision came down to a little girl pointing at a logo. I'm not joking. The Toronto Blue Jays just signed Kazuma Okamoto to a 4-year, $60 million contract, and his daughter basically made the call. Let me tell you exactly what happened here. So Okamoto walks into his press conference in Toronto, right? 29 years old, 6-time All-Star in Japan, absolute monster at the plate. This guy has won the home run title in Japan 3 times. 3 times. And before he puts pen to paper on this massive deal, he does something that honestly makes him more human than any of these corporate press conferences ever do. He takes all 30 Major League Baseball team logos, spreads them out in front of his daughter, and asks her which one she likes best. She picks the Blue Jays, and here we are. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. This is a $60 million decision. This is a choice that determines where your family lives for the next 4 years, what country you're playing in, who your teammates are, everything. And Okamoto trusted his daughter's instinct enough to let it influence one of the biggest decisions of his career. That tells you something about this guy that no scouting report ever could. When he stood up there at that press conference, Okamoto gave his opening statement in English. "Thank you very much for this opportunity. I am very happy to join Blue Jays. I will work hard every day and do my best for the team. Thank you for your support. Nice to meet you. Go Blue Jays." Simple. Direct. No flash, no ego. Just a guy ready to work. Then he fielded questions through an interpreter. But that opening? He wanted to say that himself in English to the Toronto fans. That matters. Let's talk about what the Blue Jays are actually getting here, because this isn't just some feel-good story about a dad and his daughter. Okamoto brings serious production. Playing for the Yomiuri Giants in Nippon professional baseball, he's been one of the most feared hitters in that league for years. 6 All-Star selections don't just happen. Those 3 home run titles, that's not luck. This is a middle-of-the-order bat who can change a game with one swing. But here's what makes this even better for Toronto. Okamoto isn't just a designated hitter who can only do one thing. The Blue Jays are getting flexibility on the defensive end. He can play multiple positions, which means manager John Schneider has options. Options are everything in a long baseball season. Injuries happen, matchups change. You need guys who can move around. Okamoto gives them that. And if you want to know what this guy does on the biggest stage, let me take you back to Miami in 2023. World Baseball Classic, championship game, Japan versus the United States. The entire baseball world is watching. Okamoto steps up and hits a solo home run. Not just that, he scores twice in Japan's 3-2 victory. That's the game where Japan wins it all, and Okamoto is right there in the middle of it, delivering when the lights are brightest and the pressure is crushing. Think about what that means for a Blue Jays team that's been searching for that October magic. This isn't a guy who shrinks in big moments. This is a guy who's already won on the world stage, who's already proven he can handle the pressure when everything is on the line. Toronto needs that. They've got talent, they've got pieces, but they need players who've been there before, who know what it takes to win when it really counts. The Japanese baseball market has been heating up lately. Teams are realizing that NPB produces elite talent, guys who are fundamentally sound, disciplined at the plate, and ready for the major league level. Okamoto fits that mold perfectly. He's not coming over as a project or a gamble. He's coming over as an established star who's ready to contribute immediately. $60 million over 4 years breaks down to $15 million per season. In today's market, for a proven power hitter with defensive versatility and postseason experience, that's actually a pretty reasonable number. The Blue Jays aren't breaking the bank here. They're making a smart investment in a player who should slot right into their lineup and produce from day one. What's fascinating about this whole thing is how different it feels from the usual free agency circus. There's no drama here, no drawn-out negotiations leaked to the media, no agent playing teams against each other publicly. Okamoto found the place that felt right, got his daughter's approval, and signed the deal. There's something refreshing about that in an era where everything in professional sports feels calculated and manufactured. Toronto fans should be excited. really excited. They're getting a legitimate power threat who can protect Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the lineup, someone who can drive in runs, someone who understands what it takes to win championships. The fact that Okamoto wanted to be there, that his family felt good about Toronto, that's not nothing. Players perform better when they're happy, when they want to be where they are. So yeah, maybe Okamoto's daughter didn't make the entire decision for him. I'm sure there were plenty of factors, plenty of conversations with agents and family and advisors. But the fact that he even asked her, the fact that her opinion mattered enough to be part of the process, that tells you everything you need to know about the kind of person the Blue Jays just signed. And sometimes that matters just as much as the stats.